working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yup. Hey, yeah. Hey, what's good with y'all? Hey, man. Good evening. Welcome. We made it, man. Another week, top of another week, man. It's a Monday, man. We made it. They gave us another one. Good to see y'all here, man. It could have gone the other way, but it went this way. So since you're here, come on in, sit down, have a seat. Don't touch nothing. Welcome to the program. The name of the show that you're watching is Let's Go Live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King, and we're now live. So let's go. Let's go. Something like a podcast. As we do this version of the show Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast right now. I see you. And worldwide. Hilarious commentary, trending topics, celebrity guests, and interesting people. That's what it is. Broadcast live from the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios inside of Tiny Closet Command Center.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Yeah. Also being brought to you by our longest running sponsor, drunkenfruit.com. Go see them, spell it right, or at Drunken Fruit on the Instagram. Still got details. Save the date, September 25th. Save the date. They'll be in the DC area at a festival of sorts. With a lot of product on hand. You can meet the owners of the company. We'll be doing a giveaway probably, if not this Friday, next Friday. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following them on all social media so that you can know when we're doing the giveaway. September 25th. Save the date. And I'm eating on the remainder of a haul, so I'll let you in on that in a second. After housekeeping, shout out to everybody in the Peanut Gallery. Good to see you, regulars and all that in the nigga section. Hey, the phone lines here, they're wide open. This is a live show. Don't trip. 765 Let's Go 1 765-538-7461 is the number. If at any time you want to get in on the conversation, jump in, tell them about your day, your weekend, whatever. Something you had seen, some craziness, whatever. Do that. That's what that is. And in the YouTube chat is the link to join. So also, I want to acknowledge our executive producer down the hall in Studio G, Mr. Dr. Clarkson, and immediate fact checking. Okay, good. I want to put you on notice, Dr. Clarkson. I want to get some time from you this evening, if you can, if you're free, to talk about August 30th, 2005. Yeah. All right. A little bit later. And also, what's up to our New York Bureau Chief John Watson on assignment right now. All right. There it is, y'all. All right, so I know some of y'all are like, what you need a hose for, fam? You good? Yeah, I'm good. But every so often, if you know me, or if you notice, I have this cough that comes and goes, right? So it's nothing scary, but I'm real sensitive to temperature fluctuation. Like if you get hot and it's high pressure and it's humidity, get a little, if it's super cold and the temperature changes like real fast, I get a little cough, whatever. But I didn't want y'all to be scared. So I took a Halls, and it was delicious because it had like the mint, lemon, and flavors and all that. I ain't trying to self-medicate. It was just good. Okay. There's that. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you. Turn the notifications on. Share the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a word for watch. And thank you. I see you looking. I see you. I appreciate it. It's the mood I'm in today. Ashe. You know what I'm saying? It's the mood I'm in today. I'm feeling like, from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, because I know you asked, what is he wearing? This is actually a custom-made piece, handmade, Guinea-Bissau, from one of the local. I don't even know what it's called. Guinea-Bissau. One of the people that make these, he made them. All right. So here's the situation. I got a friend, homie. He went home to see his folks. Never been there before. Guinea-Bissau. He gets there. It's a true story. Calls me and he like, yo. His mother passed, so he was going to visit his father's side of the family and his mother's side. He gets there and learns that they're from the same village. He also gets there and learns that like he's royalty. So he visited, a young guy, in his early 20s. He visited, he had me on the FaceTime and all that, 3 a.m. And he's walking around and said, yo, this is the compound where my family lives. And it was like marble floors and it was wild. I don't know. It gives you some context. I don't know if you saw Yvonne Orji's stand-up special, the girl from Insecure, when she went back home. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's kind of like how my man's was. So it's like, the compound, it looks like just a house behind a gate, right? And the gate is real ramshackle and loose. They open the gate, but then you get in the house. It's like the whole house is marble. The floors, the walls, the ceilings. Gold-plated poster beds, all that wild stuff. Anyway, enough about him. So he called me. He was like, yo, I got this guy who could make, I was like, bring me something. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this guy, he could make the thing, but he got to talk to you. So I get on the phone. It's 3 a.m. We pantomiming. And he throwing out sizes. I was like, nah, a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because they make everything narrow, tapered. I was like, nah, give me a little girth around the midsection. Hey. So we over the phone. Trying to navigate. So he made this joint. He made this joint over the phone he tailored the joint over the phone. So it's a piece. It's one of those, I don't even know what it's called, but you know what if you've seen it. Like if I had like a little box hat or whatever, you'd be like, oh, where you going, to Mecca? And I'd be like, no. So it's like one of those joints with it's kind of split right here at the waist or whatever. I could either go bowling or camping. You wouldn't really know. Or I'm going to opening up the store at 6 a.m. Or I might just be fresh, hop out a cab. When you see me, you'd be like, oh, okay, I know what that is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so shout out to my man. I just felt like wearing this joint because I had to bring it up, man. I was feeling cultural today. Ashe, you know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that. Scary story. Before I get into these stories, I'll tell you a little personal note. So the other day, right, I was making this. The weather was changing, and I coughed like 2 times too many. So I got nervous, right? So I went and made this brew that I'd be making, one of them home remedies or whatever, just to keep this in order. The respiratory, keep that in order. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is because this was a scary, and I tell you this because I don't want you to go through what I went through. Okay, it's like a parent. I'm saying this so you ain't got to go through. So I boiled some water, cut up some raw garlic. I shaved raw ginger. I'm talking about the joint that look like little tree bark. Cut them, shaved them, cut up a lemon, cut the peel, the zest, threw the peel in there, threw some cinnamon in there, threw some cayenne in there, brewed it for about 30 minutes, put it through the sieve, filtered it out, right, and made the little liquidity. And then I put some raw bee pollen, honey, all natural elements. You know what I'm saying? And Hank says, I'm definitely eating with my hands in this shirt. Yes. Yes. So anyway, so I made the brew, right? And I was like, take a teaspoon of this, or, you know, kind of, y'all know how it is. You come around that season, there's certain things that you may do that you don't tell nobody, little remedies, whatever, because you don't want nobody judging you. It's one of those things. Quarterly, I'll make this batch. And I'll put it in to kind of boost my immune system. This is before the situation that we're in now. I have been doing it before that. So, but I don't need nobody's opinion. So I don't be saying that this is what I do. So I made it because I was nervous about the cough, right? So I take it and swig it, not remembering all the shit that I put in it. So I took about half a portion, half a cup. It was a mason jar, 12-ounce mason jar. And I took about a third of that to the face, right? Swig. And forgot about it. I'll be like, I sleep on this. Tomorrow I ain't gonna have no cough. I ain't think about it, right? So around 11 o'clock, my heart get to jumping out my chest, right? And I have what feels like a fever. Cough was gone. But now I got the fever. Arms is clammy. Chest is like, it was like doing it. You know how when your heart beating, like right now, you listen to your heartbeat, can't hear it because it's beating. But if that bitch beating a regular, you will hear every note. And that shit was like, my joint was like, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm hearing the joint beating, and then it's beating in my ears. So now I'm on scary time. So I'm telling the old lady, I'm like, hey man, I think I got a fever. I think something just ain't, you know, it's now, man. You ain't heard nobody at the job. You ain't heard nobody sneeze so much as sneeze in 15 months. So I'm in there. We got the little temperature, what the joint is? I got the temperature gun. I was hitting that joint every 7 seconds. I was like, what is going on? Forehead throbbing. This right here was like, and then I hear my heartbeat, and I was like, oh my God, right? So I was scared to fall asleep. I don't know who else has had this. I was scared to fall asleep. So much though that I stacked all the pillows up, sat up, and here's my, and this is the end of the story. Here's my mindset, and I don't care what you think about me. I sat up. The rationale for me in my mind was, if I sit up, I'm afraid that if I laid down and went to sleep and died, I wouldn't know about it. Because I feel like when you die in your sleep, you don't know. You don't even know till you get there. But I was like, if I sit up and my glasses on, fall asleep with TV on, if I sit up and die, I'm at least wake up first. Because my body's uncomfortable. And then I'd be like, oh shit, I'm dying. And then I'll die. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, I didn't. But I realized next morning when I went to the refrigerator, I was like, oh, it was the shit. And here's the dumb part. The reason why I remembered that it was the brew that did it was because I had did it before about 6 months ago and the same shit happened. So I forgot though. And I told myself last time, never do it again. But I forgot. So I did it again. So there's that. So that's why I had the halls just now, because I'm not fucking with the brew right now. I got to do a teaspoon only. I did half a cup. And I thought, yeah, I sat up because I was like, at least if I die, I'll wake up first. All right. There's that. All right. After 20 years, Afghanistan is no more. The place you know as Afghanistan is no more. I ain't really pulling no stories for this. I was just really listening to the news all day and watching the news, and it was just the weirdest. That whole thing is just the weirdest thing ever. Is it the last flights left out today? And they showed one clip I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. They showed one clip on it. It's not funny. Where the Bahamas was busting off all over the countryside at the last plane as it left. I was like, man, these dudes is like turning up. It's like utter chaos going on over there right now. They was like shooting at the plane. They showing the plane going up, and they just rocket launchers, surface to air missile going past the plane. We not trying to take it down. We just trying. We turn it up. It's lit, literally. And they was just like, I was like, damn. If we want your ass out of here, gone was a person. I was like, damn, that's I mean, just a waste. And then, man, if I look at this Biden fella, and I'm just, did you see the other day where he apparently fell asleep in the meeting with the Israeli prime minister? They said he wasn't asleep because his hands was moving and he was just taking it all in. But, hey man, this dude is going, with everything's going on, they trying to let Donald Trump walk right back in. That man is gonna be a shoo-in. There is nothing right now defensible about any aspect of the Biden administration, unfortunately. And I don't care. You could be an advocate, you could be a lobbyist, a talking head, a pundit. It's nothing that you could say where it's like, oh, yeah, he's doing a good job. Nah. This whole, I can't say it's worse, but there's nothing going good right now. And my problem, again, now we're seeing it on display. There's no company right now. There's no company that you could be at or go get a job at with a chief operating officer, not the COO, not the person who owns the company, but the chief operating officer. There's no company that you could work for right now with a COO is 80 and has the appearance that he don't have all his faculties. There's no company. There's no organization you could name where that would be like, oh yeah, I'm proud to work for this company. There's no company, no organization. Nobody in the business of making money is having somebody as a COO 80 and don't even look stable, capable. I'll wait. We spent 20 years in Ghanistan. I ain't even know that. 20, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't realize 20 years had passed. So today on the news, get this, because you ain't gonna hear this a lot. Do you realize how much shit they left? Do you realize? They left 77 planes. Now, I don't know who can fly. I don't know if they've been trained in the military for all this time. They left 77 planes, like 44, 44 MRAMs, supersized vehicles, them armored tank joints, and like 77, he named something else. It was like 70 this, 40 that, and then 77. And I'm counting them, I'm driving, I'm counting. I'm like, that's about 200 pieces of equipment of multi-million-dollar equipment. Probably billions of dollars of equipment you just left on the ground for them to use. And they shooting at your ass as you leave. What? Who's the architect of these scenarios? And how does the meeting get ended? I've been in some unproductive ass meetings at work, and they do not end. They don't end. Who's ending these meetings when they be like, all right, we leaving. Shit ain't finished. Shit really ain't safe. But we rolling out next Thursday, y'all. Somebody in the back. Hey, what you gonna do with all the shit that we brought up? We're gonna leave that shit. Huh? How? All right, that's a bet. In case, meeting adjourned. How does that happen? 77 fighter planes that you just leave in a hostile territory that's ready. We had two groups, two factions ready to go to war with each other. And you leave. Here's these planes. Here you go. We take these planes because America, we'll get Americans out and we'll go back to America. And we had been, so we're just going to leave. There's a few items that we're just going to leave on the ground. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Somebody going to come get them fast, soon. So there's that. Let me see. Let me pull a story real quick. Jump in on this one. Hey, we was at work today, right? Talking about R. Kelly out the blue. Hell of a segue. Plot thickens. So we got a coworker, right? She's 72, old school. Super, youthful, but old school. So she's like an R. Kelly advocate all the way. I know it's still some of y'all left. And she's like diehard. She don't think Bill Cosby did it, and she's from an era where it's the woman's fault, it's the girl's fault, it's how them girls was raised. That she be making some interesting points, but how the men didn't go looking for them women, the women came to them, and they should be at fault. And R. Kelly ain't the only one. If he did what he did, what about the dudes that went and got their girls for him? And I was like, oh yeah, that's a great point. There's tons of them. But I was trying to tell her, as this case progresses, pay attention to the news, because these people are under oath in court testifying. And they're telling you a lot of stuff about this individual that you may not have known. And I don't know if you would give him a pass. And she was like, no, this is how she talked. No, they, it's just the women did it, and I don't believe none of that. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, watch the news. So I come home and watch the news. And did y'all hear the latest? Crazy. I just go to and pull a story about the latest person testified against R. Kelly in his trial. Interesting. Because look, for years, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I'm talking years, not ages. For years, like people have known, and then kind of was like, I don't want to hear that. I don't believe it. And then the documentary come on, like, he's a slime ball and like, cancel. But these new allegations about him and dudes, I don't think nobody's seen none of this coming. Him and dudes? Oh, nobody's seen it coming. Somebody did. But him and dudes? You can't tell me you knew that. I won't buy it. All right, let me see. Hold on. She'll be like, sure, that's funny. So here's the headline. Let's go into this together, because I didn't read the whole thing. Radar Online. R. Kelly accused of forcing male sexual assault accuser to call him daddy. Slipped him his number while he was 17 working McDonald's drive-thru. Now, I'm not making fun of any of this sexual abuse, none of this. This is all just super, super shocking. Because now, some of y'all be like, I can't listen to this music because every time I hear his lyrics, I just think of him, he's singing to little girls. No, not necessarily. Let's all go back and play some of your favorite songs one last time in private, but this time with the understanding that he's singing to younger boys. Let's see how interesting that does for you. All right, let's watch this right here. They probably got a commercial. Yeah, they do. Oh, what's going on right here? What? That a video? What y'all doing? Oh, that's how you get. Oh, cool. That's how you get spins now. You buy commercials and play your video. That makes sense. Your radio song. All right, here we go. Okay, this one is promos for something else. Okay, that ain't the story. All right, let's just read the story. So R. Kelly's male sexual assault accuser took the stand during his sex trafficking trial and dropped bombshell claims during questioning. The accuser, who went by the name Lewis in court, told the jury Kelly approached him while he was working the drive-thru at a local McDonald's in Chicago. This dude's a whole villain. In the McDonald's though. Hey, the McDonald's. Oh, Chocolate Factory has a new meaning. Oh, y'all going for it already. I ain't even see. Hey. All right, let's keep reading. The man claims that the disgraced singer slipped him his phone number when he was 17 in 2006, though. He reportedly invited the team back to the recording studio. Now, my coworker, right here is where she says that the person that came to the recording studio is in the wrong, regardless of what happens next. I was like, please don't ever say that in public. All right, here we go. The accuser, who was an aspiring rapper, of course, says Kelly asked him what he was willing to do to succeed in the music business. The accuser claims Kelly asked him if he had fantasies about other men before the singer performed oral sex on the team. No, wrong one. On the team. He just told me we had to keep it between me and him, he testified. Okay. All right. The alleged victim says Kelly told him they were family. Now, family. Oh, family now, and called him his little brother. Kelly allegedly ordered the teen to call him daddy and regularly filmed their sexual encounters. Oh, this is. The victim said Kelly met a couple times because he really wanted to get in the business. Of course you did. He said he brought his 16-year-old male friend to the parties, which pleased Kelly. He reportedly told Lewis to keep bringing that friend around. Did y'all know this? The Chocolate Factory singer allegedly gave his phone number to a 16-year-old and to the 16-year-old male and later met up with him for sex. Lewis also described a bizarre scene when he visited Kelly's mansion in Olympia Fields, Illinois. I don't even know if I want to keep reading. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's keep reading. He said he was hanging out with Kelly in a garage where he had a boxing ring. The singer reportedly snapped his fingers twice and a woman came crawling out from under the ring. Lewis said that the woman lived under there. Kelly then ordered her to perform a sexual act on him and Lewis. Lewis told the jury it was just a weird situation. It was uncomfortable. I bet it was. As Radar previously reported last week, I don't know if y'all heard this, another alleged victim testified that Kelly forced her to eat feces on tape. He allegedly threatened to release it if she ever spoke out. And that's the end of the story for that. Hey, man, I've said it before. I'll say it again. 765, let's go on. That's the number, 765. My coworker was like, yeah, and they're going to find out that all these people's paid off. And when he gets out, and I had to stop her, I said, he ain't coming out. He's not, this man will never see the light of day. Never. Unfortunate situation all the way around. All right, let's keep it moving. That's sad. That's just sad. But who knew? Who'd have thunk it? Like, it gets worse and worse. Worse and worse. All right, let's go down to out of the country. I don't know how true this is, but I wanted to do this one, man, because the other day we had some real bad storms here. We're gonna talk about what's happening down in the Gulf Coast in a minute. But we had some thunderstorms over the last couple of weeks. And one time, man, the lightning, it felt like it hit right outside the window. So I'm like, all right, I went old school with it. You know how your grandparents used to do back in the day. I was like, all right, turn everything off. And I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know why we do that, right? And I don't know if it's because I thought I remember hearing a story of being in a thunderstorm and being at grandparents' house when I was a kid, and they said, turn it off because the lightning will hit the house. And if you got stuff on, it'll explode. I feel like I remember that. Did somebody tell y'all that too? I don't know if I was tricked or maybe that was to scare us or whatever, but when it's thunderstorming, thunder and lightning, you cut everything off, right? Well, maybe there's some truth to it. This is courtesy to Sun.com. Tragedy strikes. Teenage girl, 18, electrocuted and killed while charging her phone after her home was struck by lightning. Now, I said this when the storm was happening. I was like, y'all on y'all phones. I was trying to go old school with it. I was like, y'all on your phones. Lightning hit the place. it crawled through the wiring and it's gonna hit you first because you want it. Get up off that phone. You know, I was just trying to get them to get off the phone because they be addicted. But this young lady actually got killed with a T. Teenage girl has died after being electrocuted when her home was struck by lightning while she was using her mobile phone as a charge. Whatever her name is. Her phone was plugged into the mains at her house in Santarém, Brazil, when it was hit by lightning in the early hours of Sunday. Now, I don't know if she was in some type of slum situation and they didn't really have the grounding rods on the roof, or I don't know. They don't go into all of that. But this just lets me know that it's possible. But she wasn't the only one. So let me continue. At the moment, she was using at the moment the lightning struck, she was using the device and she received a severe electric shock and passed out. Emergency people was called. She was pronounced dead. Now, she's the third person to be electrocuted in that state in Brazil. Somebody else, I don't know how to say the name, was on a phone call in another place when he was struck by lightning during a different storm on August 25th. Medics reached him when he was still alive. He died of his injuries. And lastly, the weirdest part of the story, this person, a politician, was also electrocuted during the same storm while he was plucking a duck in his home in Macura. He got killed plucking a duck, y'all. I don't know if I can believe that. He managed to call for help and was taken to a local health center where he was treated for his injuries. I don't know if he made it. He made it. Okay. He's plucking a duck. Now, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that's a hobby. You got to I'll bring my female contributor on, but you got to be in front of the light. The light has to be in front of you, not behind you. Yeah, it's just not your first time. This is not your first time. But I don't know what plucking a duck. The light has to be in front of your face. I cannot have the light behind you. The camera will not pick you up. So I'll let you take some time to figure that out. But yeah, I don't know what plucking a duck is, but I just like the phrase. Show some great videos. These stories are bringing me down. All right, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna post that real quick. I had another funny story, but I was winding up to it. But I'll move on. Show some videos. These stories are bringing me down. All right, let me see. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. What do you think? I'm gonna post that real quick. I had a volume. I got an echo. I got the feedback. These stories are bringing me down. All right, let me see. It's a Monday. Yeah, turn your volume down, Dr. Clarkson. I got like a weird feedback. Can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Is there a delay?
Man, I was wondering where that feedback was coming from. That's weird.
Okay.
So yeah, to pluck a duck.
Oh, that's a thing?
It's actually a thing. So whenever you're getting ready to cook duck, we're finding a way to remove the feathers. Sometimes the feathers can be removed via boiling, or you just do it by hand.
Okay, so he was really plucking a duck.
So yeah, plucking a duck is the same as the equivalent of like plucking the feathers off a chicken.
Okay, because where they're at, they're probably just really grabbing them out the pond. Yeah.
Right. So like when I first read it, I said, I hope that's a spelling. I hope that's a really good spelling mistake.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's actually plucking a duck. There is such a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a figure of speech, turn of phrase.
Yeah, I got a little. When I didn't see the air quotes, I went, "Oh no, please not that."
Yeah. He's really plucking a duck.
But yeah, it's actual real thing. It's actual real thing. So
good. Hey, so real quick, man. I saw you talked about it today. So I wanted to touch on it briefly. Today is I wouldn't call it anniversary, but anyway, I was made aware that Ida made landfall
16 years.
Same day that Katrina made landfall.
Yeah, 16 years.
16 years later, and you're actually an evacuee.
Yeah,
from New Orleans.
Yeah, I got out of New Orleans 10 hours before Hurricane Katrina hit. And a drive that should take 3 hours from New Orleans to Natchitoches, Louisiana, took everything about 11 hours. That's I-10. And nothing will humble you more. So I'm in the car with my best friend, and we're there in the car, and we're trying to get gas. And I banked with a local bank at the time, which of course was Hibernia. Slid that card insufficient funds. I'm freaking out. I know I got money up in here. Walked into the gas station, explained my case to the woman, like, hey, I really do have this money, but they've really shut everything down. She gave us a full tank of gas. God bless her. And I remember mailing that money back because that was like, and that to me is the heart of Louisiana at its best. Just seeing people for what it's worth, knew it was a need. I don't think that happens in many other larger states or cities. So yeah, that was a moment in time where I would say, 2005 was a great year for me. Graduated from school, same year that my son was born, and but then to relocate my entire family from New Orleans up here to the DC area was crazy. So DMV.
So that experience we've heard, from many different people over the years or whatever. Like you literally left and did not return.
No, because I didn't know what was going to be there. I had a whole house. We talk about this all the time. I had a whole house, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I lived in St. Charles area, which of course, if you're familiar with New Orleans, that's the streetcar line that you see at Saints games, right? And my mortgage was $650. I mean, I was living a great life.
So you owned the house.
Yeah.
So what happened to the house?
I sold it just in youth.
Oh, you were able to sell though.
Yeah, in youth, if I had to do all again, I would probably have tried to set something up where I was going to be able to keep it for a longer term. But just in youth and ignorance, I sold it, which was probably a bad move. Yeah, for those that, like I said, familiar with New Orleans, I was right across the street, basically from Superior Grill, around the corner from the Collins. Great spots down the street from Tulane and Loyola. Great neighborhood. But man, like living New Orleans easily was probably one of the greatest times in my life. I want to kind of be careful with people's ignorance, and not stupidity, but it's okay to be ignorant about some things, right? People always say, well, why don't they just leave?
No, that's crazy.
That's not how New Orleans culture is built. Right. It's a blue collar culture. The entire time that I lived there, I never owned a car. Had tons of friends that never owned cars. So around people who never owned cars. And when you evacuate from a hurricane, a lot of people that are in that area do not have the financial means to take an unplanned vacation that may cost them 2 G's. When we talk about food, where you stay at and everything else. They're like, oh, they can stay with family members. Well, all their family members stay in New Orleans.
There, yeah, right.
So where they gonna go?
Right.
Even now having, family that's left Baton Rouge to go to Shreveport, go to Houston, line brothers that have moved and going to different places. But yeah, it's, prayers from New Orleans. And I just want people to be very careful in what they say. Oh, that's why I would never live there or anything else. That's crazy.
What, when you look at the reports now and the last couple of days or whatever, what immediately comes to mind when you see it? Because they're saying that this one was worse, but I don't know if it did the same amount of damage.
Immediately, I say there were feelings for me of little PTSD. Like I'm gonna be very, very transparent about it. There were probably a couple of months after Hurricane Katrina when I lived up here. If it rained really, really hard, I got nervous. It's off the break. And now my reverse PTSD of it is that if it's raining, I don't use umbrellas. I walk right through rain now.
Wow, what does that mean?
I don't like, for some reason, if it's raining, it don't affect me one way or another. Like my change of pace of walking just doesn't change. It's just kind of like, yeah, and so what? And I don't know what happened with me, but even to the point where my parents were like, yeah, we bought you an umbrella. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. If I turn the umbrella, like, but it's still not gonna change. But yeah, it's seeing the images bring me back to a time about how the media just very unfairly treated people, calling them refugees, which was, that was insane. So yeah, man, that was highly insane. Bro.
Well, I saw one clip today that I really enjoyed, and from I don't know if you saw the one where the white guy attacked the black dude on the air, and Craig Melvin he kind of for a split second he went bro code on him because they killed the feed, so you don't really see it all transpire. But Craig Melvin was like, wait, hold up. It's like he wanted to go through the. Oh, I'm about to pull it up right now. It's like he wanted to go through this. He wanted to go through the TV. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Wait, that's what we need out of bros, man. That's what we need right here. We need all this. So that's the still photo. Now the story doesn't really say what was going on, but you know, when you write stories about white dudes like this, you always get careful wording. So the reporter dude was named Shaquille Brewster, NBC, and he was threatened by. So the dude just ran up on him. So Brewster says, "I'm going to toss it back to you because we got a person who needs a little help right now." So let's watch this real quick. But I like the reaction. Oh, where's the story? Where's the video? Hold on. Oh, here we go. I like the reaction from Craig.
They did get some reports of some down power lines, of some trees that have fallen, or at least limbs that have fallen. So they're going to go ahead and do that survey to make sure that they're okay. Craig, I'm going to toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Hey.
Yeah, Craig.
We're going to check in with Shaq Brewster just to make sure all is well. There's a lot of crazy out there. A lot of crazy.
Yeah, he kept his composure too.
Currents, thank you as well. Again, we'll make sure Shaq's okay.
Yeah, let's get it back. I like that. I like that energy.
Some trees that have fallen, or at least limbs that have fallen. So they're going to go ahead and do that survey to make sure that they're okay. Craig, I'm going to toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Hey.
And I'm gonna tell you what person really meant.
We're gonna check in.
Person really meant we have a MF who needs help right now.
Yeah.
That's why he was using that Rolodex. We have
he's a new reporter, and he kept his composure. And then Craig really, could have said more too. But here's my favorite part, because the young guy, I've seen him before. But hold on, this is my favorite part. Let me see this part. People don't appreciate that. When we broke down the last video, people don't appreciate the what happens in real time. All right, so here we have acknowledgement that this is not just nothing. This is something. So then right here though, the mic, he puts the mic in between. So he gives a little bit of division, and it looks like if we would have seen it for another second, he would have boinked him on the top of his head with that microphone, I think.
So let's get an honorary mention to the go. If you go back again, one more again.
Hold on, I'm trying.
Let's watch that. Let's watch this hand come out of nowhere on the left hand side of the screen. Watch this.
Whose hand?
Oh, somebody who got that action.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh no, it's not going down like that, fam.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, both of them about that action, but my man with the hand is really about that action. He been waiting for this. He been waiting for somebody to jump out there bad.
Cause he like, y'all down here talking that anti-masker shit. It's a hurricane. We not playing these games, man.
Right.
I like the energy. Hold on, watch it one more time.
I'm gonna toss it back to you because we have
this motherfucker. Hey, I swear. No. All right, let's go back one more time. Now, what's the facial expression? His face changes from amicable news guy to don't get fucked up. All right, watch this. At the last possible second, I'm gonna try to pause it. Smiles. I'm giving you teeth. Hey, motherfucker. You see that? Right?
See, but let's go down to the microphone hand. It's not what I'm paying attention to right now.
Yeah.
It's the other hand right there that's gonna go with that push off and then start the combo work.
Yeah. And this was gonna come in with the grab right here. This is gonna be the grab.
The grab to hold him up. Yeah. People don't really like doing hurricane news anyway.
No,
you down there in them elements, and
it's embarrassing. Did you see they had what's your man? Like he shouldn't be doing reports out there. The guy, Today Show.
Oh, you talking about Lester Holt?
No, the weather guy, Al Roker. They had Al Roker.
Oh no,
with his feet in the sand. I'm like, he's tenured. He shouldn't be outside.
No,
Al Roker. Why is Al Roker there?
Yeah, see, I'll still got some cuss words in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe
he
that's
still got
why.
a high number of cuss words in
Maybe
it.
that's why. Maybe that's why.
Wow.
He looking like don't let this hurricane get you fucked up, fam. And what are you doing out there anyway? What's your deal? You
See,
drunk or you just
Yes.
oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Now, mind you, I will say this: not to give my man that got knocked out, because I do believe he got knocked out.
At some point, probably, sure.
Yeah, and not to give him an out, but during the time of 2005, when national media came down there to talk to people in New Orleans,
they
weren't for it.
Yeah.
You know, they were not for it at all, because it was like, you're not about to make a spectacle of my life.
Yeah.
You know, for ratings' sake, and I'm for them on that, because these people need help. You flying over me with helicopters that could save my life.
Yeah. Talking about how do you feel? You lost everything. What's going through your mind right now? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just remember a local news wanted to talk to me in Natchitoches, and it was a person of a certain ilk, was like, how does it feel? And I was like, man, don't come up to me talking to me right now about how does it feel. Like, I'm not sure if some of my friends are still around.
Yeah, right.
That's real talk. And I mean, this is 2005. To date myself, I had Alltel. Right?
Alltel Wireless?
I had Alltel Wireless.
Yeah, I don't think they survived 2005.
No. Yeah, they got bought out by Verizon. The crazy thing is that all my friends had Alltel. We could call one another, but I couldn't call Sprint, couldn't call anyone else. I couldn't call my parents. Of course, here I am, don't know where I am, with, at that time, Julian was January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, a 9-month-old. My parents is, they flipping over tables. They need to know where we at. So, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right, let's go live now to the phones. Let's check in with our New York bureau chief, John Watson. What's good with your homes?
Yes. And we came back to Shaq to check on him, and Shaq says, yes, I'm live here on the scene where a man had just been assaulted.
Yeah, right. Right. He was attacked with
from the mouth.
He was attacked by a microphone. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unexplainable, but he seems to be down, and we're looking for some authorities to get him some help.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Ain't no way.
Easily.
As soon as that camera, that live light went off, my man got a whole 2-piece in a bucket.
Oh yeah, they wrestled him to the ground easily.
You think they wrestled him? No, I think they boxed him up.
No, I think my man right here grabbed him. You know how you grab and then everybody else just get licks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was somebody coming from behind. It was probably part of the crew also. Yeah. But I think my man got it from a couple different avenues from the team. So look, you see that hand that kind of that's coming from behind, old boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was probably, somebody on the news team ready to grab him, but it was too late because your man Shaq had already cocked back to give him one to the forehead real quick.
Like Craig said, whoa, time, my time. Hey, wait, time out.
Meanwhile, he in New York. Can't do nothing about it.
Well, yeah, but I feel that energy though, because he felt it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, if I was there, I would have, but I got to keep my composure because I ain't. Like normally they'll be like, all right, back to you. You know what I'm saying? I like how it really bothered him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melvin's response was, go ahead, John.
No, go ahead.
I was like, his response was, hey man, do you want me to come down there?
Yeah. Right. Hey, fam, you good? We need to come through.
Hey. Yeah. Somebody go get the news copter, man. Somebody go get Chopper 7.
Chopper 7. We on the way. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I like that energy. It needs to be more of that.
All of a sudden it was Shaq. We gotta go check on Shaq. It was Shaquille started the story, but now we gotta go check on Shaq.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yes, I'm for it though. I'm definitely for it, bro.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's the All Fun and Games crew checking in off the check-in. I just wanted, I needed to see that, man, because I like the energy. I think bros need to be that way more with bros. I keep seeing these videos, man. These new videos. I saw one today, but these police kirking out on black women, and everybody super thugging on on the Twitter if I was there and all that. Nah, man, we need to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy we need. Greg Melvin and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I think you understand what I'm saying. So I'll keep it moving. Speaking of Shaq, the real Shaq, let's go. The real Shaq out here, man. Just added another more business, man. I thought this was a feel-good story, man. We talk about some feel-good shit. He was talking about, I wanted to read this story because it's interesting. Because I don't think you knew this. Because I know I didn't know this. It's blackenterprise.com. Shaq says he was a upset mom who slapped money out of his hand, made him ultimately turn down $40 million shoe deal. Now, this is what happened, the long and short of it. You know, he had a Reebok situation, and it was worth $40 million. And one day, he coming out of somewhere, and a lady rolled up on him and was, giving him a piece of her mind. Like, your shoes too expensive. You got these kids out here. He like, I don't set the prices. He said the casual response that they all say. I don't set the prices. And he reached in his pocket and handed her 2 G's. She slapped the money out of his hand. And was like, nah, it ain't about the money. It's about the blah, 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 blah. And he said that, that hit him. So what he did was he left Reebok. Now, some may say, I remember him being with Reebok and them shoes was ugly as hell. But I didn't realize, let me get the caption. I didn't realize he did that and then went to Walmart and put out a $20 shoe. I didn't know that. He did the Steph Marbury role, but he was a much bigger and more influential personality than Steph Marbury was. So his worked. Guess how much it worked? You can read. We right here. So he walked away from a $40 million deal, but he sold 400 million pairs of shoes. Or the $19 junks. That's simple math. That's easy money. Shaq said, I don't give a shit how much money I lose making these kids look good and feel good. Even though they're $20 shoes, you can still feel good about them. Shaq's not the best in the world, but he's not the worst. Hey, man. That man winning. I need to pull up this list. Maybe I'll find it for Wednesday. Pull up this list of, you wouldn't even believe the amount of companies that Shaq is involved in, that he between endorsements and where his money comes from. You wouldn't even believe it. And you know why you wouldn't believe it? Because I ain't believe it. I didn't realize, I could believe it, but I didn't realize it was so many. It's like 27 companies or something ridiculous where he's either the pitch man, an endorser, part owner, is on the board, is decision making, and then he makes his few $100,000 from TNT. Man, Shaq doing it, man. He might be one of my favorite, like ex-athletes or celebrity personality business, whatever you want to call it. He might be one of my favorite, man. Shaq tough. He tough. The general. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Shaq tough, man. All right, let me see. I'm looking. Let's see what y'all tell me. All right, let me stop that. I like the headline. Angry white man lunges at MSNBC correspondent during live hurricane report. Like, they usually don't do that. Everything's not about race. They usually don't do that. Angry white man is the headline. Angry white man lunges at not just angry man lunges at reporter, but angry white man. I like that. I appreciate that because they do it the other way so often that it annoys me. That now that I see it done this way, angry white man, I'm actually pleased. It amuses me. All right, let me check back in. It amuses me. I'm amused.
So a couple of things real quick. The United States left 3.5 million pieces of personal items. Everything from doorknobs, guitars, pictures, video games, energy drinks. They left it all behind. Like the U.S.
Ghanistan?
Yeah, they evicted themselves out. They just picked it up and just left. like personal items, shoes, wallets, American currency. Like the list goes on and on and on.
Where? Just in boxes around on the street? Where?
The way this article is describing it, and I'm just picking it up real quick. They're basically describing it as if like, imagine you just walking out your house.
Okay.
And being like, yeah, that's it.
But where is the stuff at?
It's like literally sitting in like tents and just out. Like now, mind you, all the computers and stuff gone.
Okay.
Like first of all, like, you know, the stuff that really matters, gone. But they told my man, "Oh, that's your guitar? Yeah, man. You know, my wife. Yeah, leave it."
Oh wow.
Yeah. So all that is there. All
like
that
war swag. They just
war
swag. Yeah, swag bags. You wartime swag bags. Just door prizes and shit.
Oh, good grief.
Guess what's in this one? Guess what I got? But so why? Because they didn't have room to take it?
There was no return trip. So it's what they're, and this is me, according to my sources.
Okay.
What is understood is that you have built a life over there for so many years that it would literally be like packing down an apartment.
Oh yeah, and then trying to move. Oh, wow.
So it's like, we don't have time for you to pack down an apartment. So whatever you can put in this suitcase, that's you.
And they said they still, and then they said they still, the people, the people that, I lost my train of thought because it's something I saw. They said the dude was like, the amount of people that are there this is an educated person on TV. The amount of Americans that we have left are still in the low hundreds. When have you ever described anything in the low hundreds?
Never.
You're trying to sell the fact that you left quite a few people over there after that last flight today.
Yeah. And now the question is will there be another return flight?
Well, it's in the hands of the State Department, and no longer is it in the hands of the military. And then State Department is going to arrange for the military to bring your ass back. So what? Get out of here.
So you just going to run to the plane with like a box and a little potted plant. Wait! That sucks. Oh, I'm interested in the point of view that you took with Shaq in the Reebok contract. You know, the Reebok contract has been always the point of contention of why Shaq and Shawnee weren't together anymore. That
because
she was the one
away from the money.
Well, here's the story is that when that Reebok contract went down, Shaq didn't understand why his money was short, and it came out that for every pair of shoes that Shaq was selling, Shaq was only getting the right shoe money, but Shawnee was taking all the left shoe money.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why? She's in the deal?
Oh no,
she didn't know she was in the deal.
Didn't know she was in the deal. And
how did she get in the deal?
Because she got herself in the room.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was always a point of contention.
Bravo to her.
Yeah, so during this time, that's what really kind of Shaq tried to readjust himself out of that deal. And that was also another leading force to him leaving Reebok. Because you remember at one time, there were three premier athletes that had a shoe. There was the Elijah Wines, there was the Starberries, and then there were the Shaqs. And they were all there for various reasons. Starberry, I'm for the hood. Elijah Wine, Elijah Wine's very much so, I don't want my face on the shoe, everything else. And Shaq basically trying to find a way out of the Reebok deal.
So this whole story is untrue. It's fluff. You really you walked away from Reebok to penalize your ex-wife. Wow.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. The story was feel good at first. Now it's like, I
think it still feel good. Do I think that
feel good? It's still good.
Do I still think that that story actually happened? Yes.
Maybe. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
30% chance.
Sure. We'll take that. Hey, Cutie Pie, if you could jump back on. Oh, never mind. I don't even know what you're doing. We were going to hear from our female contributor, but she couldn't get her lighting correct. We were looking for lighting. All right, y'all. That's it, man. Try to write a tight show. Newcomers, I appreciate y'all visiting, man. Thanks for stopping through. Wednesday, maybe we'll talk about this on Wednesday. Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Here's the headline. I'll let you decide. And then we'll see you so we can reveal the answer. Former high-class escort reveals which professions are best in bed. Hilarious. I read it. It's hilarious. Maybe we'll do that Wednesday. For everybody else, man, make sure you hit the thumbs up before you leave, man. Set the timer, the reminders and all of that. Support the show. You want to get on the money wheel and support the show at once. At the same time, 50-50 raffle on Fridays. Let's Go Live Show. That's with Cash App. Appreciate that. Follow me on all social media. Mr. Lamont King, do that. And also follow the show, man, because we got a couple different versions of the show. You never know what you're going to get when you tune in. Better than anything else that's on right now. That's live. You know what I'm saying? All Fun and Games, LGL _ All Fun and Games on Instagram as well. Y'all be safe, man. That's it. Stay out the way. That's what I try to do.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.